It was a great episode because it was just Tom and I thought we did a relatively good job with just the two of us sitting and yammering about it.
That's next week.
We can make it if you try.
And on that note, bye.
Hello. Welcome to the Friends of Zeus podcast. That's how we always start.
Okay.
This is episode 100. Woo!
100.
You can find us on all the podcast things and YouTube, Facebook, Rumble. So tonight is our 100th episode. A lot has changed since the first one. I actually listened to it tonight. If you guys haven't listened to it, it's a gem. It's actually a really good episode.
Yeah, we were on to something.
Well, you weren't on the first episode.
I know. No, that's why
Second.
the second episode is my preferred, favorite episode, but that's all right.
Is that when you made your appearance, Jack, as episode dose?
Yeah, and I think he was going to make the first one, but he had things that he was doing at the time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a long road. This is, essentially 100 episodes is 2 years doing it, right? Roughly.
Yeah, we're approaching very quickly.
And it's been a blast.
It feels like it's only been a few episodes.
Well, that's because you've only been on a few episodes. I know this is kind of short notice, but I think we all have like our favorites. So I was going to go with my top 5 first.
Oh my God, top 5.
Sure.
Wow. I don't have a 5.
And this is not which one's the favorite, which one's, it's just top 5.
Just one.
So this is not in any particular order?
No.
Okay.
Because they're all such gems. Number 1, I actually listening to it, our talk about anti-tribalism, and believe it or not, Darcy came to play. I wish he was back on the show every once in a while at least. But it was a really good episode. It was right at the beginning of COVID. One of my favorite zings on Mike during this episode was he's like, I just want to do what's right for my family. And I go, so you're gonna move out?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one.
My number 2, or again, it's not by favorite, but I really loved our Should We Legalize It episode.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it was a great episode. Obviously the Redondo Vault, and then the first John Paul Mac Issac one was great. And I listened to our this recent Christmas episode, and it is hilarious, like nonstop funny. And that may be due to editing, but it was a really great episode. So that's my 5. You don't have to do 5, but just to get the juices flowing. Who wants to go next?
Well, Jason, if he's got a.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. What 5 were I in? Those are my top 5.
Is your top 5?
Obviously, yes.
Your Halloween episode was good.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Anytime I get to expose an unnecessary amount of myself is something special. I think the legalization episode really stands out to me as one of the few times I actually learned something from Zeus. So it's a painful memory, really, but it does stand out. So that's high on the list.
Which one was that again?
Legalizing marijuana one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyone know what the number was? I should bring up a list here.
I want to say it was like 16.
I think it was like 8.
Could have been.
Yeah, it was early. It was early.
We could revisit it because things have changed a lot since then. I think when we did that episode, you were talking about how they just legalized it in Jersey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And
but
then,
you guys were pushing for more federal regulation, and as I recall, Mike and I were kind of against that. And I also remember I have a fond memory of our old partner Darcy, because it was almost like he had partaken of the magic weed as he regaled us with a story about his father eating a cookie.
Yes, I do remember that. I didn't remember.
That- And it was just funny, like he'd go back into like story mode where this big smile would cross his face and he would reminisce. And I remember that story. That was one thing I liked about the episode. That, and you guys were actually pushing for more federal involvement in our lives, and I do recall that as well.
Yeah.
I seem to remember though that I kind of pulled everybody over to my side by the end.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, refresh everyone's memory. What was your side, Zeus?
My side was legalize it because I was looking for federal legalization because it's the only way that you can regulate it. And if you're gonna legalize it, you need to regulate it because the shit they're making right now breaks people's brains.
Yeah.
So
A little too strong.
that's what you guys agreed with me on. As far as, intricacies of it, that's a different story. But yeah, no, I'm all
It's a
for
good episode. It's a good call by you.
Yeah, it was a great episode. What were your favorites, Jack?
Wait, did you go through your 5 already?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
are you watching the show right now?
I didn't realize
Did you
rattled
partake
through-
in the marijuana before you got on?
We're on.
No, I didn't realize you'd rattled off 5 already, because I tried going through them all, and there's no way I could narrow it down to 5. Like there were so many that I remember enjoying.
Well, that's
I mean,
what you said. Not your
we already
favorite,
mentioned-
5 that stand out.
No, well, I remember episode 2 because it was my first time. I missed the first episode, actually, in truth, because I was in the hospital, and then I got out, and it was fun. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know any of you guys at all. I hadn't seen Darcy and Zeus in a long time. And what's interesting about that episode, not only the topics that we ran through, but it's a 2-parter because there was a break in the broadcast.
Mhm.
And also we had Florida Mike on to talk about the flat earth,
That's right.
which is some of the best comedy, not only for his replies to us, but the fact that he could not hear anyone talk.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
I had to repeat. I had to relay the messages. So this was like the early days of the Friends
forgot
of Zeus
about that.
podcast, where we didn't have a handle on technical issues at that point. Like
No,
you know,
we
now
had a
we still don't.
handle. Florida
No.
Mike didn't have a handle on shit.
He was like Jack had his phone, like, okay, you hear him? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
no, we were fledgling podcasters at that point.
Another
We
thing,
didn't know how to do it.
another thing that was great about the first 5 or 6 episodes is the janky ass camera that Mike had.
That's great.
I was
Fuzzy
like,
Mike.
We're all high def, and he looks like he's doing it through a porn camera.
Let me see what I can do here.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to get Fuzzy Mike on.
he's going fuzzy on us.
Yeah, we lost the video on Mike already. Oh boy.
No, he's switching. To
There you are.
Hi, it's 2000. It's the spring. It's May of 2000. Hello. Calling you guys. Yeah, it's pretty, actually, this looks not bad.
No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, this is
It'll
bad,
go-
but it's still leagues above what
It's
you
sort-
had.
Isn't it like what they do with the old Hollywood starlets, when they put the Vaseline on the lens? It's actually good. I like this look.
Have you seen that movie with Nicolas Cage? Is it Super 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's or 8 millimeters.
8 millimeter.
8 millimeters.
Millimeter. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna plug back here.
He totally looked like a snuff film.
No, he looks like he's broadcasting like on a like on the front line of a war in like a
Yeah,
country
like
no
he's in
one's ever
Ukraine.
seen. Broadcasting from Mars.
Hold on, wait. So you guys use webcams? You don't use this little camera on your computer?
No, I do.
I'm
no.
using a webcam.
I've got
I switched to webcam a few months ago.
Y'all are fancy. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, the one on my computer is the one you just saw that was fuzzy.
Yeah, I'm coming in 1080D.
I don't know. You look grainy to me. compared to
Actually,
Mike
I
and
knew it was
Tom.
bad because I had, we started this podcast and then the following January, I started a new job. And I was on like some Slack call. You guys know what Slack is? It's like Zoom. or
Yeah,
whatever.
we use Slack.
Mhm.
We
And
slept.
one of the guys who's like the VP of the company, he's like, Wilkes, you need to get a better camera. Like, and it was the same camera, same exact setup. I was like, all right. Because I would like join, they had Zoom meetings and I would join and it would have like the background from the last Friends of Zeus podcast. So in my background.
Yeah.
So that was fun a few times. but-
So what were some of your other favorites, Jack?
Let's see, I wrote down a few. We referenced in the text thread episode 24, which was on January 6th, right after it happened.
yeah.
And that's a really good episode. If people really enjoy the show, I would recommend going back to that and maybe comparing it to where we are now. And there was we were on the money about a lot of things, right after the fact. And, it seems like time has sort of borne that out. I like the 90s episode, which is 26.
Cloud 90s,
Yeah,
maybe.
Cloud 90.
Cloud 90s, and that's because that was my favorite, decade perhaps. The most fun anyway before children, which, whole different decade. That was great.
Oh, we should do a 2000s episode. Anyway, continue.
I like the two episodes, 34 and 35, our younger selves and the bucket list.
Yeah,
Those kind of went back to back. Those were a lot of fun.
You're stealing.
I really liked the Kyle Rittenhouse 2 episodes that we did. I thought those were fantastic. I had fun with a lot of these other ones. I loved Mike's Alien back-to-back episode.
we got to do another aliens episode.
I really liked Mike in the Biden Red speech episode. Probably my favorite Mike. That's when Mike kind of had it. Like he was the new Mike. The new Mike was.
There's no more
born.
pretense with
Yeah,
Mike.
no more. And I really liked oh gosh, I don't know. I thought I thought we handled the Roe versus Wade Dobbs decision pretty thoughtfully and seriously, and it's
Not
a
abrasive.
longer episode. It's a good conversation, and that one is episode 66. I think we've gotten better at this as time's gone on. I love the latest episode 99. It's I honestly think we're doing something that's a good show.
Yeah, 100%. I can't believe I didn't mention 90s. We were just talking about the 90s episode. That's actually, if I had to pick a favorite, that one just made me all warm and fuzzy. I loved that episode
Yeah, it was fun.
with the Doc Martens in the.
Hey, Zeus, it looks like somebody's trying to pop in here. Who's that?
Oh,
Let
it's
me
Jeff.
see.
We got to pop in. Yeah, we need to all slide down the couch.
There he is.
Hey, who's that guy?
Hey,
Oh, and
Congratulations, folks.
my all-time favorite episode was the one where we had Jeff McAlino.
I was just saying that.
That was by far, actually, I think that one has probably one of our raciest bits in it from Jeff. When he was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about the lady he met.
Did you say
He doesn't
racist?
remember.
No, not racy, like racist.
No, because his raciest one was his second one. That was the one where he talked about cocaine in the hoo-ha.
Okay, yep.
The
That
first
wasn't the one he was talking about. There was something worse than that.
The first one is where he ate the surf and turf and passed out on the show.
Yeah, the deconstructed hamburger. Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was
Yeah, no, what was that? The Earth, Wind, and Fire, or what was that supposed to be?
The air landed sea burger.
The air, land, and
No,
the
Earth,
no,
Wind, and
but the worst, no, but the time I blacked out on the episode, or I should say I was blacked out when I joined the episode, was the alien episode that you had. And I went on a rant about if there were aliens, I would want to have sex with them.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
before we can move on, I want to play a little bit of memorabilia from Crazy Mike.
Speech. It was a pile of steaming shit. It was a fucking disaster. If I supported Biden, I would be so freaking embarrassed right now. Yeah, but I'm like, I don't even have to defend it. I mean, I could get on here, like, I don't even have to say anything. I'm like, you got to bring it to me. Like, you got to tell me what I'm doing wrong because. Yeah, I mean, I don't. To me, I was like, man, I don't even have to explain myself anymore. Like I said, I'm not interested in convincing people that don't see it anymore. I'm not. I'm sorry. I got support in my family. It's like, I'm interested in galvanizing. I am interested in galvanizing people that don't have their head up their ass, that understand what's going on, to go from someone that's being like,
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
There's definitely a before and after.
Yes,
Definitely a
for the
book.
record, again, that is episode
Classic.
83, the Red Screen.
Oh, and it's a long rant, guys. It's so funny.
And that's when the shadow banning started. No, I'm kidding.
So, Mike, just curious, have you listened to any episodes outside of the ones that you're on? Totally cool if you haven't.
You don't admit that.
Mike?
Do we
You
lose
mean
him?
Jeff?
Jeff,
Yeah.
sorry.
I look just like Mikey.
Yeah.
Exactly like him.
Yes, I have.
And which ones did you listen to? Did any stand out or?
Well, I mean, I think the obvious one was the time you had the dude with 4 names.
John
Paul
Biden
Mac
laptop
Issac.
guy.
All 4 names.
Yeah.
He has 4 names, doesn't he? John Paul Mac Isaac.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think Mick Isaac is like maybe kind of one word.
Oh,
It-
like Macalino, Mac
it's
Isaac.
one name, but it's 2. Yeah, it's there's
Yeah, Mac Alino.
Leno.
That could be 3. That could be 3 names.
Well, we'll just call you 3 names. All 3
I think
names.
one thing I love about the Friends of Zeus podcast is we've never been held down by like proper pronunciation of people's names. Like that's never been something that
No.
we get hung up on
I-
or anything like
I was
that.
listening to the 99 episode
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Colorado, and he literally told me how to pronounce his
And
name,
you
and I
still-
literally said it the
You
wrong way.
still said it wrong.
Immediately after, but I added the Della, which
Yeah.
is some savior, but
You were like, is it La Rocca? He's like, Del La Rocca.
and I'm like, all right, Della Rocca.
Yeah.
No more complicated last names. That's the rule for the or for our podcast. And
Yeah. That was one of my favorites, is the John Paul Mac Issac one, but I mean that one's gonna stand out because it was just huge. I mean,
Yeah.
for us, that's the most listens we've had.
it's like
So
over
that's-
Yeah.
5.
Yeah,
It's over
yeah,
500.
it's got to be over 500 now.
Mhm.
Mike, what are your favorites?
Man, it's all over the place. I mean, I gotta say, as far as like ones I'm proud of, I would say the 3 ones we did on the Afghanistan pullout.
I was
I
gonna
think-
say that.
I think they were consecutive. We may have done one I think we did them 3 consecutive weeks. I'm not sure.
What was it? Come,
Come
come,
on,
Mr. Taliban. Biden is bananas.
But yeah, which I think you came up with that,
Which is-
which was
Might have
fantastic.
been our greatest title ever.
Yeah, it's got to be the best. The other one I'm really proud of, and we've kind of
It's episode 28, by the way.
taken the
Wow.
the reign on these, but the game show ones and
Yeah.
that's what he said.
That's what she said.
I think that was.
Mhm.
I mean, I think Tom, I think you came up with it, and I was like, I had no idea what to expect, and I was like, that was a blast. That was a great episode. And then, as far as ones I thought were just fun, the summertime episode, I just listened to that the other day. It's just really funny.
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn. I was about to say that.
The
Schlitterbahn.
Doesn't her? Schlitterbahn.
God, I'm actually forgetting stuff we've been doing this.
The
so-
Schlitterbahn that's always by the IKEA, you know.
the camping or the camping recap episode. Again,
Oh
that,
yeah.
that was
I wrote that down too.
and what was the other
Which one?
Another one, camping, the
Oh.
camping one where we
Oh, the camping. Okay.
but one that I'm also proud of, which has gotten like almost no love, is the classic movie Heroines. I thought that was
with
yes,
John
that'd be
McKeel.
Great.
Can I
Yep.
get another one?
I think that was great. I mean, oh no, we're good. I think I think that one was great, and I don't see that subject done very often. I mean, and that was
That
I
was
thought
John
was a-
McKeel, right?
was he?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was in
on
there.
there.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in that one too. And then obviously the bucket list and the Dear Younger Self one was
Yeah.
just amazing.
And the nice thing about these ones so far that we're talking about, like the 90s one and the Dear Younger Self, these are things that we can revisit and come back with totally different answers than we did the first time.
And then the Halloween, both Halloween ones, but especially the first one.
Oh, I don't know. I was a
They were
big
both
fan
great. Yeah,
of
no.
Buffalo Bill. Tom, what about you?
So,
I'd like you mentioned a lot of them already. The That's What G Said was a good one because
The
that
title
was
of-
our first live episode. I don't know if you guys remember. We did that one live, and we had to do it on our sister channel, the Zeus and Tom Show YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you'll still see. I think there's still more views on that episode on that channel than on this channel that you're watching now. But that was a good. I mean, yeah, that took a lot of putting together. I thought the Yuri Bezmenov episode.
Oh yeah.
That was a pivotal episode, I thought, because
I agree.
we were kind of struggling like up to that. And then when we got like George Hobbs came on for that episode. Yeah, he sent the video. I had to edit the entire thing out.
Well, he was
But,
great.
that was a pivotal episode because I think if you go back and look at our history, we got a bump there and then we kind of sustained that. I mean, it was a small bump, but for us, it was a bump and we kind of sustained it from then on. Because before that, we were getting like 20 views per episode. And then that episode, and then I think we followed that soon after with some other big hitters with JPMI and Redonda Vault and some other guests, and Jeff started coming on.
Yeah.
But that kind of like it kind of changed the nature of the show. I thought we kind of like took a step up.
Yeah, and I think we're maintaining a higher number on average now. I mean, it's still minuscule compared to what Jeff's doing or Mikey P are doing, but I mean, oh no, for real, Jeff's doing. I see your numbers, man. You're killing it. But we'll get there. I mean, again, Jeff, how many episodes do you have of your show right now?
I got 110 out so far.
Oh, really? Wow. You killed it fast.
So it's that 101 through 110.
Yeah,
that really
101 through
brings it.
110. We're gonna skyrocket.
Well, it's the big bumps I had.
Flat Earth guy.
The Flat Earth guy was a huge one, especially on YouTube.
You must have had a better Flat Earth guy than we
our
had.
Flat Earth guy was.
You didn't have Flat Earth Dave?
He was a little flat.
Could he operate a microphone?
Oh, the Flat Earth guy had a green screen presentation
Yeah.
behind him.
Yeah, it's a great
You see,
episode, Jeff.
you see, man.
It's all about the flat Earth guy.
Yeah, I watched that one. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
I listened to your one where it was an older lady on. God, what was it? She was just like giving you this sage advice about life. She was a really sweet lady. I can't remember exactly what the crux of it was because you kind of went tangential a little with it. But
Oh, me? Never.
no. I think it was more her. I think the dementia set in. But she was very sweet, and it was a great show. I've listened to several of your episodes. It's just there's so little time to like. I listen to Mikey P every once in a while, and he said yours is good for you. Actually, the funny thing is Mikey P is a really great broadcaster, but he's just like zip, like just everything going on at once. And you are like way more
Chill.
Yeah, no, it's even more than that. You're like a good interviewer, like a really good interviewer. I mean, you got a calling. If stand-up comedy doesn't work out, man, you could definitely make something out of this.
Jeff's also got the acting going. Don't forget that. Now.
Oh, that's right. He's in What Women Want.
Women want everything. I had to even stop for that one.
What is it? What's the movie called again?
Women Want Everything.
Women Want Everything.
Oh yeah,
Probably coming out in summer of this year.
Awesome.
So Jeff has started
looking forward to it.
his new business where he's a coyote on the southern border. He's been doing really well with that, right?
I have no idea what you're doing.
No, I know. I don't either. Something I read. I don't know.
That was supposed to be talked about in this interview.
Any others, Tom?
Yeah, the Never Surrender. That was the one where I remember when I said I was coming in hot that night.
Yeah, that was
And-
fantastic.
It was good because, I mean, we argued like the whole way through, but I thought that was a good dynamic for us, that we weren't I mean, we were just like back and forth the whole way through. And I know I was harsh on the Afghans during that episode.
Like,
And
Tom,
since that episode, I think I've still been harsh on
more
them. But
troops out, just send Tom over.
yeah, I'll take care. I'll be right there with the Klitschko brothers.
I do
It's
like the
all-
ones where we argue, where we debate, because I don't think outside of you just say stuff, we don't really argue. I think we have pleasant debates. I don't think I've ever walked away from an episode outside of a few at the beginning, where I was just angry, but even when I was angry, I never questioned whether I love doing this or not. And I mean,
Was there ever an episode where we finished and you were like, we probably shouldn't put this on the air?
yeah.
Which one?
I'm
It's
just
one of
asking you guys.
the joke about a tattoo on my arm.
I don't remember. Don't
Which one was that?
Yeah, well,
don't clarify.
we removed it because the tattoo was more of a designation of status, and that's why it was a bad joke. It was a very bad joke.
The last one we did with Darcy, and I love Darcy as well, and he was
do
great.
too.
But that last one we did with him, where he was the host, I don't think he had a good idea of what he wanted to talk about. And we were just like rambling,
Yeah.
talking about socialism and democracy.
Yeah.
All of us were like,
He
look,
was
like,
asking us
where
what
is
to
this going?
Yeah,
And I don't think he knew where it was going.
I remember, because I remember like the title we came up
That
with.
might have been our worst episode.
I was like, I don't even know if that even matches what the episode was about. No, I'm
He wouldn't give me a title. He didn't know what to call the damn thing.
yeah. I
And
think
we
he
were
might have
talking
gone
a lot about occupations, and so we titled it "Do Your Job."
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah,
The whole thing was dumb. And I'm not blaming Darcy, but I don't know if he just didn't have time to prepare. And then he left after that.
That's
So
I
like,
think-
okay, well,
You know one I don't remember, and I'm just scrolling through here. I don't remember Decay of Society, number 71.
that one. I think we talked about like handmade
Crime.
stuff, right?
It was about the crime wave, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
that's one of those where we get to like 3 minutes before we hit the record button, and we're like, "What's the topic tonight?"
yes.
Oh,
This has happened a few times.
Desiree,
Oh.
what are your favorite shows? Desiree.
You know, I just
She doesn't have her headphones in.
I was just busting.
well, one I just scrolled past here, which I have to throw out as an honorable mention. I mean, I liked it, and I think I'm sure Darcy liked it. But it was sad. Was the BBS one? I thought that was
Oh, yeah.
that was a lot of fun for me. I mean, I don't think anyone else enjoyed it, but I thought that was pretty good.
Jeez, let's put a song to when BBSs were something functional. I would say "Wake Me Up Before You Go" by
Yeah.
Wham.
Yeah.
And I think that might be a little more modern.
Oh,
There were some disappointing episodes. The Shots Fired, I thought I
Could've
was
been.
hoping for more out of that with that what was his name? In the Mitch
I thought that was a really good
episode, I was hoping for more out of that. We didn't get
Kyle.
enough of a bump from those.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the reaction that we
Oh.
got from the Mitch episode, but I loved the Mitch episode. That was he's a great interviewer.
Yeah.
You should try and get him on your show, Jeff. You'd like him. He's a good egg.
I think titles, I mean, Tom, for everyone out there, all of our super fans that may not know, but Tom does about 99% of the thumbnails and also names most of the titles. One of the ones I loved was what was this, number 85, fussing about bussing. It's simple, but I thought that was fantastic. Joe Manchin Saves the World. That was a great episode.
Bussin' About Bussin' might have been one of our dud episodes too.
I don't know. I don't know.
The numbers aren't that
Here's
bad.
the thing. That one and the hurricane episode, But like they were
Yeah.
not, you guys, what happened? Who posted it? Y'all didn't put a description, no hashtag.
Oh,
no
that's probably
nothing.
me. I'm
Are
really
you
My
sure?
fault.
eggs.
Yeah.
I
So
think
fail.
my favorite, if I had to pick one moment that I always makes me laugh, no matter how many times I go back to it. I don't remember which episode, but it was the one where they had that, where we talked about that lady that they had the disinformation government.
Oh,
government.
the Mary-
Oh,
But then like the post credits, like at the end, where we just played, because what happened was, I don't know who was running the show, but I think Tom was. And when he showed the video, it cut off myself and someone else. I think myself and Zeus.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't see us. And so in post credits, we ran and it was just our faces while she was singing.
Mhm.
It was hilarious. I still watch that and it just makes me like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's at the end after the credits. That
was 65. Disinformation Governance Board.
That's a
By,
great.
I was
by the
on
way,
that.
whoever started with this whole throwing a bit of the show at the beginning,
That was
I think
Desiree.
is,
yeah.
it's fantastic.
Thank you, Desiree.
You're welcome.
No, that's a great idea.
So
Yeah.
Des, do you have
I
anything?
know, I do get the funniest clips though. And Jack's been a star of some of them.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So Des,
Oh,
what
it's
are
a shit sandwich.
Des,
Yes.
what are your favorites?
Well, because I mean, the very first episode I was ever on is my favorite.
Mhm.
Which was the medical mistakes one with Verdon, well, not with Verdonabot, but about Verdonabot.
That was a great one.
That's a
As
great episode.
episode. Ooh, who knows what the episode is off the top of their head?
Number 62.
62, I got it written down too.
Number 62, and that was actually the second most popular video on the channel, actually.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
And then following that, on episode 84, I believe. 84. Yeah, the Libs of TikTok was when I
Oh,
officially
yeah.
came on the show permanently. So that's my
You've
other
been
favorite.
Put on the
since
logo and
84.
everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Libs of TikTok one was a great one.
Yeah.
Another one that we could revisit and have totally different responses to stuff.
Yeah, do your job. I saw it.
Do your
21. Yeah, that was
Any others, Des?
The Biden's red speech was, me and Jock were just cracking up at Mike's little rants. So it's so funny. And then the episode, I think it was reactions to redactions. Is that the one that you had?
Yeah, that was a big
Four.
one.
more on?
Tor,
Yes. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just cracking up the entire time because we had a conversation, and this is not Tor, if you're listening, this is nothing against you. I'm just saying. Me and Zeus were just having a conversation about how like some people are just so crazy in their opinions, and you just like start a conversation, they just like start it on you, and then you can't get a word in edgewise. We had just had that conversation, and then I watched that episode, and so I was dying laughing the whole entire
What
time.
you're saying is he's passionate.
He's passionate.
Well, that was one I love Tor. I think he's a sweetheart of a
Absolutely.
guy. But that
I mean,
one,
he didn't say anything terrible. I mean, he was
No, he
fine.
was
He
cool.
just-
but
and
But I
also he's
think-
loud, which I understand. I have a loud voice too. He wasn't yelling. It was just like he was just so excited.
I hope that he's like didn't get like dissatisfied with us on that one because I think he kind of thought I was gonna ally myself with him, and I was like, yeah, Tor, I can't. I just
yeah, but
I can't do that.
I don't think Tor needs people. I mean, he's well thought out. I mean,
No,
he
he's-
he doesn't need people propping him up.
I'd have him on anytime.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a great guy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
yeah.
another thing, I thought we could talk about the changes that we've gone through. Like, I mean, like it's funny, like just even looking at the screen right now. Tom had hair,
Mm-hmm.
Mike had a janky ass camera,
Mm-hmm.
Jack was in color.
Jack was in color.
Yeah.
He would wear that Giants jersey like every time
Oh my god, yeah. And it
for
had
like the first 2 months.
No, I was gonna wear it tonight actually, but it's at Dana's place. I didn't have it. I was like, screw it, I don't have it.
Oh,
Is Dana gonna pop on?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask you guys if I should text her right now. She's been waiting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then Jason coming on, which God, I hate fucking saying this, but
Oh, man.
he brings a level of intelligence to the show
Yeah, man.
that
Keep
is-
going.
Oh, and our love of Henry Cavill. That
God.
Jason right
We
there.
definitely could use some more Henry Cavill.
Never gets old.
Christ, that
After-
guy is dreamy.
After episode 60, Henry Cavill mentions dropped off.
They really did. I don't know why.
It's
I-
sad.
I still see him in my news feed because they're watching and they know what I like to look at.
He's
Yep.
not Superman anymore.
I know. What
Oh,
the
is he gone forever?
yeah, he's like a super nerd, so he's gonna do Warhammer stuff. Like
He's-
if you have
I
no
don't know what that
knowledge,
is.
if you have no knowledge of Warhammer, there's a store that's in some of the malls. They walk by and they go, huzzah! And they're playing this game with all these like metal
I've seen-
figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Warhammer.
Okay.
And they have a store where
And
they
he
Still
play.
don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that at all.
yeah, he's like a super nerd. He's
Is
like,
it like a Dungeons and Dragons thing?
next level. It's more
Yeah.
like Avalon Hill games or
Have we invited him on the show already?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
He didn't accept.
Okay.
He was busy making
That's-
millions of
yeah.
dollars.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I've got to get his agent.
it's always good to ask what people are going to say.
Oh man, yeah, it would be great to have him on. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You got the size, Joe. I didn't realize how big Jeff Macalino was till I watched a couple of clips from the movie that you were in.
Oh,
Jeff is a giant.
How tall are you, Jeff?
I'm 6'2", but I seem to appear bigger.
Yeah, you were towering over your co-stars at least.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
a 5'11" person next to me looks like they're 5-6 inches smaller on film. I don't really know
Wow.
why.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, Jason came on, then I think that's right around the time after that. I think Jeff, you were our first like guest, followed by Mikey P.
I think we had McNeil was
Yeah, John was.
Oh yeah, McKeel.
he was the
McNeil.
first
Yeah, McKeel.
guest, I
his
guess.
episodes were good too, and he had a contrary opinion to some of the stuff that I really like it when we get somebody that's like rational, but argues,
Mhm.
a different aspect, and he's definitely one of those. And you read his book, right, Jack? I'm sorry, I'm looking at you, so I assume that you know I'm talking.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I actually got a copy of his earlier book with the short stories in it, which I did read. Jeff, you got anything hopping?
Tell us how you hooked up with them as a guest. Like, how did they come into contact with you?
Thank you, Desiree.
Boy, I honestly don't remember.
We blackmailed you.
Was that it?
So we were both in the bathroom, and he was like, "Boy, this water's cold," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's deep too."
Something like that.
And
Is that a dick joke?
yeah, it's a dick joke.
Okay.
That's you're gonna hear those. It's 4 guys and 1 girl.
Okay. Well,
They go
I mean,
over-
I picked up on, the water touching
I
your
think
dick.
it's
I gotcha.
6.
No, I think I reached out to you, didn't I, Jeff?
I think so. Yeah, I think you said you had some racy photos
Oh.
of me and you were going to
Yes,
release
that's
them. And I
right.
said, please. And you said, but you have to
That's
come
what
on
it
the
was.
podcast. I'm like, all right, if that's what it takes.
That's what it was, because almost immediately we were like, it's not a gay hookup site. The matchmaker. That is where it was. That's where I
That
met.
is.
And he was cool coming on, and we had a great time. He slept through part of it, but
I think that was my second appearance I slept through part of, but I definitely did. Yeah.
I like the 2000 Mules episode.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And just
Only because Zeus hated it so much, but that was a good episode.
I think
Oh no, it was a great episode. I hated the movie.
you hated the movie.
It was nonsense.
But I think some of our we said that's what she said with the game show episodes we've done, and we've done a few movie.
Yeah.
review
Ask me a question.
Yeah, ask me a question was good. I think it's funny too, like at the beginning, we didn't have thumbnails, and like the titles of the episodes were like, gangrene, World War II tanks. climate
Yeah, it was like a
change.
list of the
Hey, but
topics.
listen, those kind of titles,
Thing,
they convert. Like
wallpaper,
when you just do 3 things.
I think it took us like 15 episodes before we got to thumbnails and actually having a title.
You know what our lowest rated episode was?
Hmm.
Anybody have a guess?
I'm gonna go ahead and say the hurricane episode
32.
because y'all didn't put the description or
I would,
hashtags in.
The AI robotics in you or something.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
that was my guess.
Nice.
AI, robotics, supercomputers, and you.
Which I thought. Which I
Well, it's just like knocking the
It's like-
doors down to listen
It
to
sounds
that.
like a Judy Bloom title,
Yeah.
though.
Supercomputers and you.
Are you there, God? It's me, a robot.
I think that has like
Maybe
20
that's what you should have titled it. Go back and retitle it that.
Are you there, God? It's me, a robot.
I think, yeah, I think it's 24 views, and I think I have like 20 of them. So I don't know what happened. But
There's a
everybody,
good title. Biden's extraordinary success.
yes, that was a good.
That was episode 29.
That was a
We
good.
started laying into Biden pretty early on.
Who I think another awesome moment was the I'm on my podcast. That was great.
Oh, yeah, we
Mike.
forgot about, what
was
was his
another
name?
Mike.
Michael?
Mike, I think his name was Mike. He was a F4
Pilot
fighter
Mike.
pilot in Vietnam.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
he
he was,
I don't know if
no,
you
he was
remember
really
that.
cool. He just didn't say anything.
Tell Jeff what happened,
With what?
or the audience. If anybody that didn't see that one,
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened?
Well, no, we were like talking, and then he a phone call came in, and we kept talking, but his mic was so open, and he was like, "I can't talk now. I'm on my podcast." It's just like hilarious.
Gotta go.
A few times,
And
like,
then we like immediately kicked him off the podcast
Yeah.
right after that.
can't
It
talk.
was very harsh.
Yes, that was pretty harsh. But I will say, I think it's funny that the one time that we were all together, we did not record a podcast, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Weren't you guys like in the
Camping.
middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Dana offered to film it and stuff, and then we didn't have we
Yeah,
didn't have that third night, Mike. Remember, that's what it was.
that's right. That's right. And it rained the next day.
Yep.
No, you're right. But again, we said it on that episode after that, but I did kind of like not having it recorded. I mean, it was kind of nice.
Yeah, you
I
guys
I mean,
were
don't
on
worry, we'll be doing
edibles.
it this time.
We'll do it this time.
We'll do it this time.
I will say
Wow.
too, it's been kind of nice, when I first started with you guys, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. And now in my house, it's like Tuesday night's podcast night.
Yeah.
Like Daddy's got his podcast. Like we gotta have dinner early. I gotta get home. Like I block it off of my work schedule.
cute.
I mean, it's
Wait,
like,
everybody slide down on the couch.
yeah, we're all sliding down.
Dana's here.
Hey, Dane.
It's
Hi.
Dana.
Hey,
Hi.
You just popping in?
Yeah.
I know. I was gonna say the tarot card reading was an awesome episode.
Oh yeah, and a very accurate tarot card reading too.
Well,
Pull a
thanks.
card for you guys for your 100.
Yeah, definitely.
do it, do
pull a-
it.
Yeah, pull a card for us, please.
Yeah, man.
All right. It's a collective card
Okay,
It's for the
Okay.
show.
for the whole show.
for the whole show.
Do you remember what our last reading was?
Do I need to get out of here before she pulls this?
No,
No, you're okay, Jeff.
not a secret.
There it is.
All right, there she goes. So Dana, what have you been up to since you were on the show last?
It's hilarious.
No, it is kind of funny.
It's really not that funny.
No, well, no, since you've been on the show, didn't you like take on a profession that was influenced by someone on the show? Because he's always talking about his job.
The psych nurse.
Yes.
It wasn't influenced by me.
Yeah, it's a joke, Zeus.
You don't know what a one white Charlie is?
I'm guessing it's something
Exactly.
that gives you a clean asshole. Just
Yeah,
like
just
the
give it a
other
Google.
ones.
Give it a Google.
It's
they
it's
like
the
fat
advertising.
light?
thing.
What is
Yeah,
this?
they're
Yeah,
they're
they're-
toilet wipes. They're
Yeah, they're like these hygiene wipes, like the wet wipes that people use on their butts.
yeah, but they
Oh,
have
I
like
have those from the hospital. I have the best ones. They're real thick.
Well,
Oh,
these
Okay,
these are fantastic.
she got the
Those,
checks.
I have those.
Do they flush though?
The ones that are literally this big.
Yeah, well, they're little. That's what I have. I have the
You gotta
ones
do
that are
one
about-
wipe.
Yeah, do
One
they?
wipe.
They're about
first wipe.
this thick. And I have the
That
flexible
thing.
kind.
That's
so.
a nurse joke if y'all didn't get it. One wipe per swipe.
Yeah,
I
oh,
love wipes. I live on them.
No,
All
these are they're infused with like a peppermint oil. So when you wipe, it gives you like this
Oh, that
minty
doesn't
fresh.
sound good.
Oh no, but it is good. Like it doesn't burn. It
It's
feels
great.
so good.
Yeah, look at Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff
I
is
don't know
like,
about
So
peppermint
many
and peppers.
jokes. So many jokes.
I
Oh,
know.
well,
you didn't- you're
Contact
killing
them.
you.
Sponsor of our show.
Ask Jack. He has some.
No, yes, we all got them for Christmas, Dane.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you, Des.
Yeah, no
Could try one.
peppermint on the butt. Because I learned that the hard way. I had a peppermint soap once and just
This is why we have the ladies on the show to
Wait.
discuss all of these butt hygiene issues.
Wait, it's
didn't
risky
go for me.
with the peppermint?
Well,
Peppermint like has a little bit of like a burn. Watch out for your nethers,
well,
guys.
maybe it's not peppermint. Maybe it's like just regular
Wait.
like mint leaf.
Are you,
I
are you
don't
putting
know.
our buttholes at risk,
Any kind
Desiree?
of menthol on thin skin is no good.
No, but it's very, very faint. It's
Zero.
very light. Like
It
it
It just
doesn't
says
hurt.
minty tingle. That's all it says.
A tingle, yeah, maybe a little bit more for you.
You gotta sweep before you mop or something.
You got
Just
because
be
you
very
sometimes you
careful.
got to mop after you sweep.
Well, I mean, while Dana's pulling the card, another thing too we can talk about is our appearances on other people's podcasts and shows as well. Like Tom called in, which is
I
so
called into what's
George.
George Hobbs's show?
Yep,
The Fact Hunter.
The
Yeah.
Fact Hunter.
Act Hunter. We've been on Mikey P.
That one was fun.
That was
Don't
great, guys.
Yeah.
I
Well,
asked you guys to come on mine, but Zeus just ignored me.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Zeus.
Ah, dude, we'll be on anytime. We just
Name
have
the
to.
date.
Yeah.
You guys probably don't know this, but one time I was on this a pretty popular nursing podcast. It's called Nursing Uncensored, and I talked about my nurse bullying story. So
Oh,
it's pretty
nice.
popular
Oh,
podcast.
You wouldn't believe it. It happens all the time.
Mhm.
What do you got, Dan?
So
Ready?
there's a Knight of Cups, a Knight of Wands, and a Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
So it's just what I'm getting from it is there's like some fierce passion and swift action and maybe a little bit of overtime, like working really working a lot this year and making pretty good money. There's a woman with her coin. So
Well, that's
Yeah.
crazy because I mean that aligns with me starting my journey to ECMO specialist. So
there you go.
yay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also-
Congrats.
Yeah.
and didn't you work like 5 straight shifts or something recently?
Yeah, and I did, and I just this week did that again. On Sunday I got called in for an ECMO. Then I got called to charge another unit last night, and then I'm off today and tomorrow, and then I work 3 more days. So
Oh my
you know
God.
it's never over.
Yeah, we do it every once in a while, but like you can't do it all the time. It's like
Mm-mm.
it's
Yeah,
devastating.
you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
I know somebody that works pretty much every day.
Is that you? Is that you?
I work 6 days a week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Every week.
In nursing?
And then once a month I work straight through. So I really just get like 3 Saturdays a month off.
Wow.
Jesus. When do you guys date?
What?
When do you guys see each other?
We manage, believe it or not.
Yeah, we do.
You know what though? I think the best thing for relationships sometimes is not seeing each other all the time.
Oh
Kind
yeah.
of nice.
I could not see my forever and I'd be fantastic. Mark the time, Desiree.
Who's that?
That stays in.
Oh, you want me to take that out?
Yeah, there's no way she watches the Friends of Zeus podcast.
Not a chance.
She's not a friend. She's not a friend of Zeus.
No, she's not a friend of Zeus.
He's an enemy of Zeus. That's a different show.
Let's take out the part where I referred to that person and leave in all the responses and we'll all get it.
Okay.
She calls the podcast the reason she has peaceful Tuesday nights.
Exactly. I wonder how we pick Tuesdays, but it is a great Tuesday.
Yeah, how did you
It
pick
was Zeus's
Tuesdays?
schedule.
Well, now it's all of our schedule, so too much. I mean, look, if we want to, I think if we were to switch it to like another night, it would be such an adjustment for
Oh
us.
my God. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can't.
Like this is we're married to Tuesdays at this point. Listening to the first episode tonight, I was really blown away at how good the first episode was, and it may even be why we kept going, because we kind of nailed a mindset that we wanted to stick to. I think we've gone a little bit away from it. I think we've become a little more tribal in our thought processes, but I stick to my guns if I disagree with you guys. And so
What was the reason for starting this whole shenanigans?
honestly, Tom and I had a podcast that was actually pretty good too. And I really enjoyed doing it. It was he, myself, and Jason pretty frequently. And I had finished nursing school, and I was just like, I had this extra time, and I just kind of suggested it to the guys.
You had extra time as a new nurse?
Yeah.
Well, you go from like always reading or at school to like,
Yeah.
working 3 days a week. And so you got 4 days a week where
Yeah.
you're just bored.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. That's exactly what it was. I had at least one day a week, which was Tuesdays, where I could, I was kind of demanding that I was going to do something. I was going to have a night to myself, or, a chill out night. And this is chilling out for me. I mean, I think I speak for everybody. We have a really good time with it.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah, we
week.
do.
Even if it's a bad episode. And I think as we've gotten further, there's a lot less bad episodes.
Yeah.
But but even our bad episodes, there's always a good zing in there.
There's something.
There's something that we can grab onto, and usually we repeat it in a later episode. A thought process that was going on in the previous ones. I think, like I said, I often bust Tom's chops about it because he's so much about the numbers, and that's fine. We need that. But I feel like we're such babies in this whole thing. Like 100 episodes is nothing. You look at the top podcasts that are out there, they've got no less than 1,000 on most of them. And I think once we, if we get to like 500 and we're still sporting like 50 subscribers, yeah, maybe we.
By the way, hit the subscribe button and the bell to make sure you get alerts every time we submit a new episode. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you, Des.
Well, you said this before too. There's like, five of us that are regulars, and probably most of our videos have less than 5 likes. So I don't know. I can't explain that.
I do it like the one like that you're
Oh.
talking about on the text.
Why?
But
Yeah.
and also we got to, we were just on YouTube, and YouTube sucks balls. So we're on like Rumble and like all kinds of platforms now. YouTube took down like 2 of our episodes. The one about
Number 76, Sri Lanka is
Zuby. Yeah.
Is that
in Zubi.
a visual?
No, they took
Okay.
it down because a certain member of the podcast said a comment about a certain
One of us
thing,
just
a
keeps
certain
talking about
treatment
COVID too
that
much.
for a
Yeah.
certain virus that may or may have not been
And I think-
misinformation.
I think also, when we started like February of 21.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it was a time where we were coming up on a year of stuff being shut down, people not working.
Not even
or
like
not
4
working
months.
a lot.
I don't even think it was.
Because it was March 20 when
It
everything.
was
shut
November
down.
20th when we got our first case of COVID, and we started in February. So it was like 3 months into COVID. We were right at the point where they were starting to close down school, or
No.
started March
You're
20 Is
You're
when they
wrong.
shutting everything down. Spring of 20 was horrible.
yes.
yeah.
And then
Yeah, January of 2020 is when we got our first case in
and then
Canada.
the summer of 2020 was when
Okay, yeah.
all of the members of the party, burned down cities, murdered people across the country. And then the fall, right? And then we started the following spring. But I'm just saying, I think I think all of it, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I know myself, I was ready to talk about stuff, man. I mean,
Yep.
It
I'm
was
a pretty,
perfect timing for
I'm a
us.
pretty social person, and not going to work, not seeing friends. You know, I know my wife was ready to drop kick me, you know, because I would just walk around the house like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," you know, and she's like, you got to find a friend or wall. Like,
Right.
Raise your hand if you wanted to
Sidewalk
murder
around
your
the block.
spouse during COVID.
Yeah, you got to go find some outlet for this or whatever. So personally,
I
for
remember you had a rant about your daughter going back to school
Yeah,
and all.
that's-
Oh yeah, you had like a 20-page rules from your school,
yeah,
That
and
was
you like went through it, and you were
Yeah.
complaining like the heck out of it.
yeah. No,
But you know what's great about that first episode? Not to like go too far into it, but we were using terms like that became like part of the zeitgeist, which is we're gonna get into words that we use all the time on the show. I think we
Right.
got to go into like our favorite phrases and words, but we were using terms like indoctrination in the first episode, and that we just built upon that. And I mean, we didn't build upon it. Society just
No,
met where we were talking.
Well, also like a recurring theme has been the media and manipulation, and that was talked about in like the first 2 episodes a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so and that was like you said, Mike, the first episode was February of 21. So we had just had the election, and you know, correct me if I'm
Right.
wrong, but we had the inauguration and we had January 6th. Like all of that had just happened when we
Yeah.
started the podcast. And
Yeah.
over the course of the 2 years, we've talked about those things and still continue to talk about them, which is crazy. But it feels like there are new developments going on in the news that are still related to all of that.
All
You
the
know,
time.
Yeah, all the
What's
time.
hilarious is in the second episode. So I started the second episode, and Jack's in that one. That's Jack's first episode, and he's like, it's all over. We're done. It's all over, and he stuck to it for every single episode.
He wasn't wrong.
I give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's funny stuff.
And you know what I thought about it? Because we were just talking about the beginnings of the show. And in that show with Mitch, he was asking us about how we got started. We really got
Opened
in
up.
a lot about
Yeah.
how we got started and stuff like that. So that's why I just thought of that one. I'll tell you, I mean, for me personally, I've loved this podcast. I mean, from a selfish standpoint, you know, up until when we started this, and Zeus can attest to this because we went camping many times before the podcast started. And I was always just like bitching and complaining about stuff. And, you know, like I said, I was half joking. My wife was like, dude, you got to like figure this out. You're just like you're like pissed off all the time. But for me personally, I love the fact that on Tuesdays, I can just kind of like say my piece, and it's made the rest of my week so much nicer because I feel like I
You
can
don't hold it in.
I can get it out, you know, and it's like published. I don't care if 20 people are watching or 2,000 people are watching.
You're
Like,
not holding on to that anymore. You just
I'm not.
let it go.
Yeah,
It's cathartic.
It's cathartic, and it's really helped me personally. I mean, measurably. So I do appreciate the podcast for that.
Well, and for me, it's. I mean, honestly, people don't do what we're doing. I mean, we're doing it virtually through Zoom, but people don't get together in a small group of people and talk about issues that are going on. We're actually, I mean, there's a lot to be said for what we're doing. I mean, again, I'm kind of with Mike. I'd like to see us blow up, but this is doing so much good for me. Just being able to talk to my friends, disagree, agree, bust each other's balls, all that. It's been fantastic for me. And I don't want to stop regardless of whether we go huge or we just stay this tiny little fish in the ocean.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys. I like talking to you guys on Tuesday nights. I think, you know, we have good conversation about, you know, interesting topics. You know, sometimes they're news, you know, current events, whatever. Other times it's aliens or whatever. And, you know, I enjoy it, and now we're talking about episodes that we recorded now, going on 2 years ago, and we're still having fun just going back and reminiscing about it. And it's nice to have it kind of preserved, and just for our own entertainment, if nothing else. And plus at some point, we're getting older by the moment.
Yes, this is our memory.
Well, right. I mean, so if you go back and look at those older,
photograph.
if you look at those older episodes, and it dawns on you like, wow, that was 2 years ago. At some point that's really going to look different. I hate to say it. We're only going to get older.
Is there anything that you guys have like past episodes looked back on and maybe changed your opinions about, or thought maybe?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, like what?
I was way more left at the beginning of the show, but I don't even think that I was really that far off from where the rest of the group is. I think I just was identifying. Oh God, I just used the term. I was relating
Identifying as a
a certain group that I had always related to. I'm not going to use that fucking term. I was relating to a group that I had always related to, and I realized that. And Tom was the one that actually made this easier for me, because Tom had this analogy of you're a stick in the water, and all the shit over here is here now, but then suddenly the shit starts floating down the river.
The spectrum has just shifted. You're still in the same,
and
you haven't really changed.
And it made it easier for me to adjust some of my thinking. I'm not, I will not claim to be Republican, but I definitely lean farther, or I lean exactly where I was before, but now it's further to the right than where it was
I
before.
think there's a lot like that, like Joe Rogan, Bill Maher, Jordan Peterson. These guys are all liberal, but they've found themselves
I'm going to argue that Jordan
on the
Peterson,
right of everybody else all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'll argue the Jordan Peterson one. I'd say he's pretty freaking hardcore right, but he's a pragmatist.
He's
which
not.
makes him
No,
easier to listen
he's a liberal.
Really?
Yeah,
He
I
is.
think they're all very much centrists, and I think that's the problem with people. Like most people are just so extreme.
So
Yeah, we've
not to
lost
get us
our
on
balance.
there's a Joe Rogan that I just listened to recently with I should have brought up what Jason was on with John Barenthal. Does anybody know who he is?
Oh yeah,
He's the guy
Punisher.
that he was the Punisher.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, and on The Walking Dead, he was Shane. That guy is captivating to listen to, and he's got a podcast that just came out that he did with Shia LaBeouf, and I haven't listened to it yet, but it sounds like it's really good.
Shia LaBeouf
in Watchmen.
Is he?
Shia LaBeouf from
that's,
Transformers.
No.
Shia LaBeouf. He was in Transformers. He was in Holes. He's like he's
LaBeouf.
why am I saying Shia LaBeouf?
It's just
There's
LaBeouf.
no way that's correct.
That's exactly how you say his name.
No, it's
Yeah, but apparently he was like a woman beater in like Barenthal. We're
What?
getting off on a tangent. We can talk about
Yeah, a
this.
little bit.
What? Yeah, what?
Wait, what was the guy's name again? The actor he was talking about?
Shut up. That was his name. Raccoon Boy. Shia LaBeouf. It was Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf.
I'm pretty sure it's LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
You're a LaBeouf.
He had that camera set up at some place during COVID where you could go in screen. It was like hooked up to the internet. and you could,
Shia LaBeouf.
camera and like scream at it or something. Do you
Didn't I
remember that?
say that? Didn't I say Shia LaBeouf?
Oof.
Anyway.
Different.
Anyway, so
it's a little different.
like another thing, and I know it's minimal because we've got one customer, but we've actually got swag now for the show, which is kind of cool.
Mine.
You got yours. Mike's got
I got the
swag.
shirt, yeah, I got
He's
the
just
shirt.
got to hit the old golds
Yeah, got to hit the gym a little bit.
because I gave him
I either need to like hit the gym or find a time machine, but otherwise,
You gave him like an extra small.
No, I gave him an extra large. And he's like, it's a little snug. It's a little
It's a
snug.
medium.
Does this shirt make me look big?
you can, my chest hair
No,
pops out of
your
it.
belly makes it look small.
Yeah. No, the fat makes you look fat.
These pants make my ass look big. No, your ass makes those pants look small.
Oh, that's a good one.
Man.
But yes, we got Swag. We got Dez, the new member of the show, which I'm so thankful for.
I'm so glad. Yeah.
I
So
sent
glad
you
we
a-
have Desiree.
We'll keep the comments coming. I mean, what do you love about me?
Your
Your
humility.
minty butthole,
Yeah.
everything.
You've got the mintiest of buttholes.
Mintiest.
I know. I just you brought a balance to the show that I appreciate. I actually sent her a text earlier, like I just really appreciate you being on the show, and you brought a lot to the table. The little TikTok stuff, and you keep us organized.
Well, also Desiree did a great job with an episode I liked very much, but it's only on Rumble. It's a Rumble exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Which one was that?
That's the one
Died
where
suddenly.
we
It
discussed,
died suddenly.
yeah, we
That was
discussed
a good
a film
episode.
called Died Suddenly.
Wait, did that never make it on the YouTube? What episode number was that? Is that just
It's
skipped
recent.
over
It's
from
probably like
YouTube?
95,
It's
96.
not on YouTube.
No, maybe when,
So
well,
wait, did
we'll
we
discuss
skip
later.
over- Is that one of the 100 or? So it's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
posted.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
that's
numbered.
It'll be a mystery to our viewers later on when we're super popular. They'll be like, "What happened to
Well,
episode?"
no, because people listen to this. This is on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's on Rumble. So I don't think everybody listens to it on YouTube.
I don't think everybody listens.
Maybe when our community infraction falls
95.
off, we'll post it
The
and see if it
first
gets taken.
podcast, remember the first ones that we did, we just released on vinyl.
Yeah.
That was it. And then we got into this
We were
whole
doing this
internet thing.
mixtapes.
Yeah.
Our first subscriber was that little dog that had his like ear up to the gramophone.
The RCA dog.
Nipper.
And then the next subscriber was Tom.
Yes.
Oh man, she got me back. Okay.
About
Bird.
time.
Uh,
For all my
you-
redneck jokes about
None of
Desiree.
you guys got the reference, but it was
Well-
not about you, Tom. You know,
Oh,
Tom,
who?
MySpace Tom, who's everyone's friend.
Oh.
I thought it was about
was his
me
picture?
being so old.
Oh.
Okay.
Never mind.
Wow, it's funny that the
It is.
youngest person on the show is the one that pulled up MySpace because
Yeah.
you were like
I,
9 when it came out.
I don't know anything
No, I
about
was not
MySpace.
9. Thank you.
I'm
Probably
making
younger.
you younger, so you should actually that thank you should be a little more sincere.
You know, hey, listen, this is, you know, you guys have already had this phase of your life, but this is now me coming of you're showing your age comments that you're making, you know, it's I'm now making those comments. So one of them is I remember when Facebook was invite only, and the only way you could join is if you had a college email address.
Yes.
I remember when
That's when I
Gmail was
joined.
like that. You
Mhm.
couldn't get a Gmail account without somebody inviting you onto it.
Yeah. My husband was in beta for Gmail. So his freaking email is like his name at Gmail. Like that's no one can ever get that. It's usually like first dot last name, but his is just
Yeah.
his name.
I
But
was one.
you
of
know
the
why
first-
it's called Facebook?
What thing?
I was one of the first people to have a Gmail.
Oh yeah, is it just your name?
It's
No
my real.
dots?
Mhm.
Yep, that's how Craig's is. Yeah.
Just the truth. My last name. I got it.
hmm
Mhm.
Yeah, Facebook started. It was just Zuckerberg created it. They would just like put up 3 girls' faces, and then you would
Yeah.
pick which one you liked the best.
Yeah, wasn't it Hot or Not?
Yeah,
Hot or
so that's
not?
why it's called
We
Facebook.
saw the Social Network, Tom.
Oh, okay. I'm
Was
sorry.
it really hot or not?
Is that where I got that from?
I don't think it was hot or not.
I
It
thought it
was,
was.
but it was the same idea.
Yeah, it
Because
was the
hot
same
or not was
idea.
totally different.
No, maybe. I wasn't on the internet back then.
Mm.
No idea.
I remember.
And it was
What
it
was the one?
Facebook.
You guys have a memory of the first time you were on the internet or saw the internet?
Yeah,
Carmen Electra's boobs.
LimeWire.
those downloads that would you'd get like a line at a time.
Not Matrix. Yeah.
No, it had to be like 98, 99, something like that. That sounds right. I don't know.
I remember dialing up on AOL, like
yeah.
all that noise.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
AOL was around 93, I think.
Ding, 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 ding.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. 93.
I think one
Were
of
you
us
guys
is still
avid
using
users?
AOL.
Were you guys avid users of AIM Messenger?
Jack and I were.
Yes.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how my mom found out that I the first time to a
Whoa.
male friend. So I left it up on the chat. Oopsie. Was talking to a friend about my little shenanigans, and then I left it up on stupid accident, and then I got in a lot of trouble.
Wow.
Yeah. But you remember how like away messages, or you'd be like be like, that's where BRB came from, or like you'd say something like, green
Oh, yeah.
mountains are coming in. That means the parents are coming in, or something like that, like whatever they were.
A little code.
And then you'd like
Yeah.
crash or anyway, I didn't know how to do that then.
They used to have those at work where you could like you'd hit a button and an innocent like screen would come up on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a spreadsheet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe by the 200th episode, we're not even going to have, we've been using Zoom. That's another thing that, we use Zoom, which is totally a pandemic program, right? That's really blew up during that time.
Zoom
Maybe
and Google
by the
Meets.
100th episode, we'll just all have Neuralinks, we won't be on different screens or something. Who knows?
Well, hey, while Zeus is gone, I'm gonna pop out. But congratulations on 100 episodes.
Hey, thanks a
Thank
lot,
you,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Congratulations on your 100th episode.
Take care, Jeff.
Thanks, Dana.
Jeff just popped out. Jeff?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff was great. I thought the 1 True 3 episode was really good. Even that was a recent one, but still,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
that was one of our funniest ones.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
I
just-
think
it was
think-
fun just watching that and playing along. So I got a kick.
What
out
was
of
your
it.
favorite story from that episode, Jack?
Oh, let me see here. I actually had I had them written down because I was sort of guessing whether I was right or not.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
I know it.
It has to be Jeff's stories, probably.
Wow. Was he on it? Jeff was on that one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he talked about the I didn't write them all down, but I remember getting them both right, even though they seemed incredulous. Like
Oh, the one where he ran
Ran
the
the
marathon.
He ran
I
the
wanted to
ultra
guess that one,
marathon
but
with the
group thing got
Tesla
me.
shoes.
That's right. That's
Yeah, he
right.
did. I got that right. Yeah,
There
and then
was some stories where everybody like immediately dismissed it, like that in my bank robbery story.
yeah,
Everybody's
I got
Nobody
that
even
one
like
right.
asked me a question about that.
That's so funny.
You guys must have been thinking, "Oh, he's so bad at lying." A bank robbery, seriously?
I was shocked that my lies didn't go through, but I guess I'm just such a creep that most of my stuff seemed believable.
We should do that one again. I think
Yeah.
that's a good. Maybe 10 episodes from now or something.
I think as we get further, we'll even be able to do kind of a "This Is Your Life" kind of episode
What's this
This
is
is
your
your
life?
podcast.
where it was like an old show where like the person would sit there and then
Groucho
they'd hear
Marx.
What
you
did she
hear,
just say that? You don't know what This Is Your Life is?
come
Groucho
on.
Marx was the host.
Yeah, it was so the show was like you'd have the person that the contestant would sit there and then they'd hear all these
No,
voices
wait.
in the past and they'd have to determine who they were.
That wasn't Groucho Marx, was it?
No, I don't
Was
think
it?
was it Groucho?
I don't. No,
He did.
You know what we should
he
play?
did the Art
Bean Boozled.
Linkletters thing.
What's
Or
that?
Bean Boozled.
What's Bean Boozled?
Bean Boozled? Well, maybe I'll send you guys the Bean Boozled.
Oh,
So
you
what
bet your
they're
life.
those they're
You
those
bet your life.
jelly belly beans and with the
Mhm.
little spinner. And
What?
like it'll be like it'll be like eat a red jelly bean and then you get a red jelly bean out of your little Bean Boozled box and it'll be like cherry or fire hot. Or it'll be like eat the green speckled one and then it will either be like green apple or boogers.
Do they have a booger one?
Yeah, they have a
Oh
booger
yeah,
one.
there's like an
redneck one.
earwax.
Yeah, it's funny.
Actually, you know what? Honestly, you know what'd be a great one to do is a truth or dare episode.
Oh.
Terrible idea.
Yeah,
Maybe,
but it's hard to do a dare on a podcast.
yeah,
Well,
maybe never have I ever.
Oh yeah, we can have a we can have a full camera for a camp or camping or wherever we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else? I mean, what do you guys foresee for us? What's our next step?
I think we should get Elon Musk on the podcast.
It's funny you mentioned
We're
that
trying.
because somebody here has been sending emails.
We're trying. It's in the work.
Wow.
Did you send one to Elon Musk?
Hey, listen, I've been sending them to Redonda Vaught because man, what a pull that would be if we could get her like a year after.
Is
she
she's
respond?
free?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's probably doing a lot less with her time than she normally would, but
Yeah.
we didn't, the problem is if she did happen to listen to the show, because I sent a link to our episode about her, she might not feel like we were necessarily kind to her. I think we were,
I thought we were.
but from her perspective, we were like, yeah, she kind of needs to lose her license. I'm sure she.
I didn't say. I was like that whole court case was bad. She had a terrible attorney.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think we all kind of agreed.
She might
Safer.
just want to be out of the spotlight entirely at this point and just get on with her.
Yeah,
friggin'
but I'm
life.
gonna keep sending emails, and I really want, you know, what I really want to get
Jesus,
on.
I'm gonna keep harassing her until she
I'm
gets a
gonna keep
restraining order.
until I get a cease and desist.
I'm gonna stalk her until the end, nicely.
Listen, I got
As a
nothing but
friend.
respect for the lady. She did her job. Shit went awry. I'd love to have her on.
Do you
The
know
other one
who-
I want to get on is Tom McDonald. That's the guy that
that?
does like crazy rap videos, but it's all
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
mhm, but
okay.
he has
Like-
good ones.
it's like right down our alley. Like he's not right or left. He's just pure center. Like the guy is really cool. And he's got this whacked out image. He's got like tattoos all over his face and dreads, but he's a cool guy. I guarantee he would see eye to eye with us. Like, and his music's pretty good. I hate rap. I like his stuff.
I love rap.
Hate rap. What?
You hate
The
it.
gangster, the better.
Public Enemy?
NWA, Public Enemy, a few here and there, but overall, not my favorite. I'm more of a
Fat
grunge
Boys?
guy.
You didn't like
Oh,
the
Coolio died.
What?
Yeah, Coolio died.
Coolio died a while ago.
Just now?
No, it was a while back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So did
You can tell I'm following this.
yeah, so did DMX, Tom. DMX just died like
Oh no.
maybe a year ago.
Wasn't there some crazy
Did he
story
really?
with the parade when he died? Like everything went awry or something. Like I seem to remember there was a story right after
Yeah,
he
we
died.
haven't done a rap episode.
Yeah,
We could do a rap episode.
I'm for it.
Rap
You want to know who my
episode.
favorite rapper is? Guess.
Eminem,
No.
LL Cool
That's
J.
like maybe no. That's not on the
Jay-Z?
list at all.
Jay-Z,
Kanye.
No, not Kanye, not Jay-Z.
Kanye.
Jay-Z.
It is. No.
What about Rakim? Eric B and Rakim.
Nope.
Is it Will Smith? Fresh Prince?
Nope.
No,
he's got
Notorious
Snap.
B.I.G.
Nope. Oh, he's good, but no.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
No, I don't like Snoop.
I do like some Snoop.
Well, I'm going to tell you since you guys are far off. It's Lil Wayne.
Who?
Lil Wayne.
Wayne.
Okay.
Really? Ah!
No, that's not Lil Wayne.
That's not Lil Wayne.
I don't know.
I don't know my rap. I don't know rap. I don't like rap.
That's Lil Jon.
Oh well.
Okay.
I had the Lil part right.
Lil Jon.
What? Yeah, that's Lil Jon.
But speaking of, we were talking about Redonda Vaught. Is she free? And you know who's not free right now? I don't know if you guys want an update on this.
Wait.
Our friend Daryl Neely,
Oh really? Why?
he's in jail today.
Yes. For what? Justice. That's for
He
what?
was one of the January 6th protesters, believe it or not.
That doesn't surprise
What
me
did
at
he
all.
do?
He was there and he did a podcast like afterwards, and he claimed he like showed, I don't know if it's true or not or if he's just boasting, but he had like a badge from one of the Capitol Police, and he had like a
Oh,
jacket and a hat, and he was like showing all this stuff on the air. So
Who
yeah,
are we
he got,
talking about?
Daryl, remember what was the name of the group?
he was
Not ready for
Global
prime time
Entertainment Podcasts, something like that. This was Odin.
Global
Oh, Odin.
Enlightenment.
that guy.
Yeah, the
I
guy
know,
that
I know him as
owes
Odin.
Mike $150.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in jail today.
Are you?
He was on the run. He was like a fugitive for a while. He
I
was
did
on the
not know
run.
that. The funniest thing about that whole thing is Mike and I had these long in-depth conversations about like, dude, do you really want to spend the money? He's like, you know what? I'll take the hit. You bought the Zoom. I'll throw the 150.
I was like, whatever, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do it. Whatever.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
And
I
boy,
kept
did-
telling you guys, I told you guys, no. Do
I know.
not
Wait,
do
what'd you
it.
spend $150 on?
On networking,
It's a long.
podcast
We're
networking.
gonna talk about this offline. I don't want. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll cut this out.
This is a
Okay.
cautionary tale for all the podcasters out there.
yeah.
Don't
If
give
somebody
money.
comes to you looking to market you, question it. We have to look. We have to reach out for the marketing.
Yeah.
It's never going to land in our face unless
I
there's a
was like,
check
whatever.
behind it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't-
did you get scammed? Big fat scammed?
Yeah, we got big
Oh.
fans.
I mean, we know it could be.
we were huge in Belarus.
Yeah, he kept telling us that we had good numbers in like Lithuania or something.
Essentially, by his.
We're huge in Lithuania. That's right. Like, if you ever go there,
By
like,
his
We were like, how's that work?
We
We
were
don't
the
speak the
Jerry
language.
Lewis of podcasts.
it was like we were getting like 15 views, and then he would like write us the next day and be like, "You had 15,000 views in Lithuania." We're like, "What?"
And you just,
we're
but
huge.
give me $150 more and you'll have double.
yeah, exactly. Oh my God,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
Something like that.
And I actually, for some reason, I pulled him up recently, and it's his "This is Thor" thing. Like, yes.
Wait, so he was arrested after that? I gotta look that up. That's crazy.
Oh my God, that
Yeah.
guy's an asshat. We should have
He's in
money.
jail.
Invite him. Well, we gotta call Mitch too. Get him,
Oh yeah, we should have Mitch on again too.
or get him to, some video or something.
Holy cancer!
Well, speaking of rapping,
Are we about done?
no, oh yeah, maybe.
Hold on, let's do goals. Let's do goals for the year. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think we've already established our word of the year is teamwork.
Bigger.
For the next 100 episodes, what
There
do
you
you
go.
guys foresee?
More game shows, more 90s,
More guests. More.
We gotta do the aughts. Is it the aughts?
more
The
movies.
aughts, yeah.
It's a weird word.
Yeah, do some decade.
We
What
gotta.
if Biden gets reelected? We'll go for a while here.
Oh man, that'll keep us going. Eventually, people
I
start
mean-
listening to us because we're gonna have some John Paul Mac Issac on here.
Yeah.
At that point,
If I
Yeah,
can't even think
yeah.
of, I can't get my head around that, Tom. Like I can't even think about how that could even happen. But
Oh,
we
it can
still-
happen.
Wait a minute, guys, we still have to get through 2023. So just for this year, before we even get to the next presidential election, I mean, there's certainly going to be coverage of major stories in Washington. Like I foresee some congressional hearings that might be more to my liking than the January 6th committee was for so long. I mean, I'm hoping that the Republicans give us something. to
yeah,
chew on. Again, we're shooting for the stars. Maybe we'll have Mr. Musk on this year. I think that would be something.
but even if we get the guy that was the third cabbie on Taxi, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just to get people.
Ooh,
just-
Doc Brown.
Yeah, Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, whoever. We'll catch him. We didn't catch him going up. We'll catch him going down.
Yeah, maybe we can get James Woods. We should work on that. He's a conservative.
that's a good idea, Jack.
Yeah.
You get a hold of him.
All right. I'll see if I don't have Twitter, but I'll see what I can do.
Neither does he. Neither does he.
No, he's back on there now.
Oh,
No,
he is. Oh, okay.
I think we
I
have to have. I think we didn't mention it, but I really like the Dusty Stars episode too, with my buddy
Oh
John.
my God. I did not like that one.
I was waiting for
Like
Tom's
damn dog. Like
Yeah.
every five.
No, but the
Yep,
content.
yep.
What what we were talking about. It was a good conversational episode. The sound wasn't great on it, but
What was the topic?
What was the one that we
it was
had?
one of my buddies, his band. But I think we should have
Oh,
something
You should
musically.
mention that's the guy that does our theme song, right?
Oh yeah, Nick DePinto.
It was our best episode.
Yeah, but I don't think he cares for us very much.
Does he even know that we're using that song?
Yeah, he gave it to us. And I like it. I don't want to change it. I think
No.
it's one of those things. That's the interesting thing too, is like, oh, by the way, does anybody know, little piece of trivia, does anybody know what the original name for the show is supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Jack does.
I don't know.
What do you think?
That's just-
No, what do you think, Jack?
I don't.
Well, all I know is I came up with both of them, the current name and the original
Oh,
name.
did you?
Yes,
okay.
I
No, you
did.
didn't.
I don't remember that.
Yes, I did because I was stuck.
Not the original, because you're gonna say Five Guys Yakking, but the original, are you ready?
Wait. It's we're just saying stuff.
All's I'm saying
All I'm saying.
All
All
I'm-
I'm
well,
saying is,
was the
no,
original.
you couldn't keep that straight though. You kept changing it.
Well, no, the reason why we couldn't is because there was 50,000 alls I'm saying.
No, you'd say all's I'm saying, and then like the next day you'd say all's I said, and then you couldn't keep
No, it
it
had
straight
nothing
from
to
one
do
day
with
to the
that.
next. And then we moved on.
Saying
You
stuff.
you can think that, but all it was that I
Just
looked
saying stuff.
online. And
You're
Maybe we
just
should change it
saying
to you
stuff.
just say stuff.
yeah, you just say stuff. Oh, okay. And then
Five dads saying stuff.
so let's quickly go over our favorite sayings from the show. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? Favorite sayings.
No,
And I guess that's
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, for me, it's you just say stuff. That one's a solid. Fuck broccoli's pretty good.
When did we say that?
But
That
I
Grimes-
don't ever-
that was Mike.
Grinds my gears. That's Family Guy, though. We
Yeah.
can't really claim that.
Grinds my gears.
I'm a big fan, and this is mine, but I still like it. It's not a conspiracy, it's choreography. I think that, like,
Yeah, we've heard a lot of references to the man behind the curtain. God
yeah,
knows. God knows. I used to get a headache every time I heard it.
Yeah.
but it really is kind of fitting for what we.
Of course it is. That, but I mean, that's just it. It was. We.
I think
It seemed to pop up a lot. And
On our
zeitgeist.
show, or you mean elsewhere?
No, I mean on our show. It's-
Okay. I've heard it a couple times in the news, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's a
Um,
thing.
It's common. It's common. Yeah.
you just say stuff is probably the lead one.
And that was who said that? Darcy?
Yeah, that was the tirade against Mike, the
You're just.
completely unnecessary anger towards Mike that
You're just saying stuff.
You're just saying stuff.
the nicest guy on the show.
Or that's dumb.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That's dumb.
Wait,
That's
No, what did he
stupid.
call Michael? He called you a false. What was that term?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
It was oh god, it wasn't false. It was yeah, I can't remember.
Bad faith actor. He said, Mike, you're a bad faith actor.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I don't
That's
remember that.
pretty fucking harsh.
yeah.
What episode was that?
Had to be early.
It had to be, well, it had to
Well,
be.
yeah, he left the show after
His
like-
last one.
Yeah, wow, you're a bad faith actor.
Bad faith actor.
Is that
Uh,
is that like some reference to like what was
I guess
what was
speaking
the
Crisis actor?
what was the when they like they'd say that a kid was at one school shooting and then they saw him at another school
A
shooting.
crisis actor.
Yeah, I think that was his.
No,
like, no?
it's not that.
Oh man,
The
we
fuck
are
is a bad fit. Oh my god.
we are so going off the rails.
Yeah.
Off the rails.
Speaking of which, boys, I know I've been on for a while and I do have to bail, so I'm gonna head out. But I don't know if you guys are gonna keep going, but maybe we've all been on for a while. And we should wrap
I think
it up.
this
Can-
podcast was brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce.
Cholula hot sauce. Hot sauce.
Cholula Hot Sauce.
do
Don't
love
put
some-
it on your butt.
Well, no, don't do that. We're gonna wrap up. Jack, would you walk
Cholulas.
off because I have something very important to say. When we get off here in
but
a
I
second.
got-
Oh.
Okay,
30 seconds.
later, guys.
Are we
Okay.
getting out of
Thank
here?
you,
Are we
thank you,
peacing out?
everybody, for hanging in there with us for 100 episodes.
Tell your friends to listen.
Yes.
We'll see you in episode 101.
Congratulations on your 100th episode. I'm honored that I've been a guest on a couple, and I can't wait for the next 100. More importantly, thank you for providing a platform that not only was welcoming, but also informative as well as diverse. I can't wait to see what you guys have for 2023. Thanks again. Happy New Year. Congratulations. Cheers.
Happy 100th episode, Zeus and friends. I have had a wonderful time hanging out with you guys. I'm so sorry I can't be there tonight in person, but I am sending my love and congratulations again on 100 episodes. I know that's not easy. And
hey guys, I just wanted to take a second to wish you guys a happy 100th episode. It's very impressive. That's a big deal. And I'll never forget making room for me, even though we had a lot of different opinions. You guys gave me my first shot at a podcast, and I'm very grateful for that. I hope to see you again soon with a new book, and until then, keep on making these shows. Congratulations.
Hey Zeus, hey guys. I'm just wishing you all a happy new year from Mitch here in Australia. Hope all is well. Just grinding away in the mining industry. Anyways, be safe. Oh, geez, I look tired. And may 2023 bring you all the best.